The easy way to test Facebook ads in 2025. Now, having run a digital marketing agency helping D2C brands and service brands, multiple D2C brands of my own like Little Baby Paws, and SaaS brands like Debutify, I can say that most people are doing it wrong and wasting money. I've spent collectively over $50 million in the last 8 years on Meta ads, so let me walk you through the things that work and will work for yourself. Number one, and by far the most important, give it more time. Be patient. Meta's algorithm works better with more conversion data. Like many advertisers, they kill their ads way too early. I suggest giving new tests at least 7 to 14 days. Unless you already have a huge amount of data, then obviously you're going to get results a lot faster. For example, if you're getting 2,000 conversions a day, you'll be able to test fast because you're getting a lot of data. But if you're getting 5 a week, it might take a few weeks to actually see what's working. So please be patient. I know it'll be hard in the short term, but that's the thing when you're building a business and running Meta ads. It does take time. The attribution can take time as well. So also, the more off target your cost per purchase is, the faster you should kill it, right? So if you're aiming for a $30 cost per acquisition and you're getting $60 and you have another ad set that's getting $30, kill it. But let's say you're getting $35, let it ride out a bit longer as it might convert better and the attribution may actually reduce the cost per purchase because sometimes it can be delayed. So make sure you are checking your incremental conversions in your Ads Manager dashboard regularly, looking at the settings. I have a video here, you can go check that out, teaching you how to use all in the Ads Manager, right? As I said, be patient and give it time, and using data the right way will allow you to see the whole view very easily and not go into instantly, is it working, is it not? Use that as a framework. Number two, quality over quantity. Now, we're in a day and age where you can test lots of different ads. I see people testing ads all the time. And don't get me wrong, that is a very valid point. But remember, at the end of the day, it has to be a quality creative. You need to know how to market it, right? Making any creative is not just going to work, right? I'd rather have 4 amazing creatives that I spend a lot longer on than 20 mediocre ones, because it's going to take a lot longer to upload, it's going to take a lot longer to optimize, it's just not going to be as productive. And remember, isolate your variables. I always say this, don't test headlines, creative format, and all these offers at once. Test one thing at a time. So when you know exactly what's going to happen from doing that one at a time, duplicate, test, validate. This applies for your ad sets too. Duplicate, change the setting, apply it, let it see if it works, and if it doesn't, you have something as a fallback. Remember, budget matters too. If you don't have much to spend, keep testing on a tighter scoped budget. Meta can't optimize well with low amounts of data and too many assets to keep it moving properly. As a result, it won't get anywhere and your results will just be flat. Number 3, plan your tests. Don't test randomly. Come in with a hypothesis, come in with a plan. An example is, I believe UGC ads, which are huge now, are going to outperform my current static image ads. Okay, fantastic. So now from there, structure your testing strategy around that. Make a number of UGC ads using a number of tools, let's say like HeyGen or your own, you can use Bilio, and then test them against your current creatives. Don't test one ad creative as well and draw conclusions. Make sure you have a structure. Make sure that you're testing at least 3 creatives, right? Because one creative I've seen at times won't work, but the other 2 or 1 might. You have to test it at least 3. And when you want to test something, as I said, always make it 3 in general, right? Whether it's UGC, whether it's an image, try and do it 3 at the ad level to conclude a real result. Because 1 is not conclusive. You need to test 3 variations to say, well, does this just actually work? Number 4, start with the big needle movers. Start with the most important things, right? So what is your business? Are you a product or a service? That determines the campaign and the type of ad you're going to make. What is your offer? What does your business offer? And then make a creative around that. Now, generally video does better than most things now. The world is going to reel related content or mobile optimized content. So usually video, then carousel and image, right? The style, do you want it a UGC? Do you want it to be like me as a founder-led video, or do you want an influencer or a demo video, right? Depends on the complexity of what you're trying to offer. And once you have that dialed in, once you've started getting conversions and you're starting to see traction, then test your headline, then test your primary text. Your call to action button doesn't make a huge difference. You always just want to leave that as the main one. If you're a software, you want people to start trial. So sign up, start trial. Description doesn't make a huge difference, but you can split test that. You can have up to 5, but they're not the most important. Okay, I find a lot of time people skip to the easy stuff because it's fast and it's easy. But the hard stuff, being your creative, your offer, your landing page, your positioning, are what drives real performance. Changing the call to action button won't make much of a difference at all. I've done that many times. It's the creative, right? People will only look at a call to action if they're interested in the creative, right? So you need to focus on the key areas, what your creative is, the offer and the style it's presented that aligns to your brand and your industry. That is where you need to prioritize your focus always, and you'll find that most highly successful brands and media buyers are where they focus those same areas. Number 5, take control of your budget. Sometimes Meta won't give your new creative any budget. I've had that happen many times. It favors old ads with the social proof, with the conversions. It wants to make more money. So your solution is very, very simple. There's a number of ways you can do this, but one easy way is you create a separate testing campaign. Use a separate ad set with the same best interest for spend on the new ads, right? Except that your ROAS and your cost per purchase won't be optimal, right? But what you're doing is you're isolating it to test the creative, and then you can duplicate the best creative back into your scaling campaigns. This avoids the trap of relying on a fatiguing ad forever, because that happens often. If you isolate the campaign, it gives you your valuable data to put into your scaling campaigns, and then you can scale with ease. Remember, you always need to be testing, so having like a little isolated, just little mess campaign is always the best way to do it. Number 6, always look at your competitors for ideas. What a better way to know how to run your campaigns and offer and product than to look at your competitors. We all have competitors. Check their reviews. What do they offer? What's their social proof on their ads? And what do they have here? And what can you learn that they're doing poorly that you might be able to do better? Use this to inform your creative angles. If competitors get 1-star reviews for misleading, let's say, or bad delivery, make your delivery guarantee a big part of your copy at the end of your video, and make sure that you actually do that. Create a USP as well. As much as possible, think about something that's unique for your brand. For example, many companies from around the world use this, and you can market your business like this. For instance, what is your brand messaging? That's something people can't take. Do you give back to the world? Do you donate? Is your product recyclable? Think about this as well. You can use a lot of different ad spy tools as well to look at this very easily. There's even the Meta Ads library where you can just look at their creatives. If you don't want to get free trials, you can look up the Meta Ads library, and it does that perfectly for you in the beginning. I have videos on this here where you can also spy on your competitors. Number 7 is never stop testing. Everything fatigues, especially when it comes to ads. You always need new ads, new angles, and new hooks. Your competition is always evolving, and so is the Meta platform, and that will never ever change. In a year from now, things will be dramatically different from where they are today with the recording of this video. Everyone's trying something different. Assume everything has a shelf life. Keep feeding the machine, keep creating. I suggest finding your best creative is what I normally do, and making a small change to the creative as you focus firstly on making sure it is optimized for real placements, right? So I've seen ones that are just square, and if you actually make it so it's actually optimized for reels, it actually helps with conversions because it looks more organic, more real, less like an ad. If you can be more presented as less like an ad, it helps massively, right? So that is only going to continue to trend as we're going to see more and more UGC content and everyone using their phones. Number 8, track everything accurately. You can use a number of software solutions for this. By default, I use the default one, but I've started to use third-party tools. You can use Google Analytics, which is free for this, and you can use UTM tracking. You can go to like utm.io in your ads to track this accurately in Google Analytics. You can use third-party tools as well. There's plenty out there like Alavar or Triple Wow, which help, but it depends on your budget. So I suggest starting with Google Analytics and using UTM links in utm.io. And as you scale, look at tools like Alavar or Triple Wow to further help your conversion data. I'm actually building tools like this just because I see that Facebook attribution is improving, but it's never 100% accurate. So using these tools like this actually does help a lot, and I've started testing that, and I have videos coming up on that in the future. Meta Ads is rolling out new features to the ad structure. Most of us will be forced into the Advantage Plus style campaigns. They're slowly phasing out the old one. They want to streamline it. Okay, I've done a full breakdown of all these changes in another video. You can check it out here to learn more about that as well, because Advantage Plus is fantastic and I think you should check it out. It's definitely the future and everything AI focused. I have videos on the latest upcoming changes for the next 12 months as well. Just go check them out and then you're all up to date. So I hope this video has been helpful. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.